Hello, Shane Renee, and today I'm going to be talking about what it means to have Venus in Aquarius. So, if you have Venus in Aquarius, or you know someone who does, you might like this video. If you do not know your Venus sign, you can go on cafeastrology.com, put in your birth details, and find out. For a Venus placement, you do not have to know the time, but it is helpful to be as accurate as possible. Okay, you're gonna see me like looking over my notes, y'all. I had to write all this down, like it's a lot of knowledge, and I don't want to forget any of it. Okay, so if you are a Venus in Aquarius, where am I? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Okay, this sign in Venus is likely to be with or marry their best friend. Okay, kind of like Gemini, they really value friendship. Okay, they really like to form a friendship first and like let it blossom to a relationship. Aquarius is like they will. It may seem like they're moving slow or like they're not interested in you, but they really like the build up. They really do like the build up to the romantic part. They enjoy that. Okay, people with Venus and Aquarius can seem cold to other people, especially like people who have an Earth Venus or a water sign Venus. They can seem cold because they're not like the most affectionate and mushy and gushy people, okay? And they do need their time alone. Like they love people, but they also hate people. They love the public or the, not so much the public, but the collective, but they also hate it at the same time. It's a love hate relationship. So they really do value their time alone. Um, and they also kind of like Gemini and Venus people, they do tend to have a lot of friends, but they don't necessarily need that mental stimulation that Gemini needs. Okay, for Aquarius, it's a little bit more, I'm gonna say, a little bit more emotional because they are the water bearer, meaning they hold everyone's emotions within them. They are the sign that wants to pour into the collective. They want mankind as a whole, humankind as a whole, to be okay. Right? They have a love for humanity, so they don't necessarily need that mental stimulation because they can kind of give it to themselves. Aquarius are never bored. Like they might get bored, but they always find ways to entertain themselves, if that makes sense. Okay, they don't so much need the external mental stimulation, but they do enjoy being social. Okay, intimacy for them won't be the deep, passionate kind. Like you might get with the Earth or a Water Venus or even a Fire Venus. For them, intimacy, sexual intimacy, it's about having fun. They like doing unique things in the bedroom. Like they like to try all kinds of different things, maybe like role playing and stuff like that. You might even see them get into like kinky stuff, bondage, things like that. It's more about having fun for them. Um, let's see, their values. Let's talk about their values. Aquarius and Venus, because Venus is also about what you value. They do value the collective humanity. Okay, they really value innovation and futuristic thinking. Like they really like to think forward and about what we can do to improve the future. Um, they really value their network. Okay, like so the network of people that they know, they have a lot of connections and they really value that. Um, they really value their, um, sorry, I got lost for a second. Okay, so they really value what is best for the collective as a whole. Okay, this is similar to the Venus and Libra people who have strong views on like human rights. However, for an Aquarius, a Venus Aquarius, it's a little bit different. It isn't so much about having equality and perfect balance like Venus and Libra. Okay, it's more about what's good for the whole. Okay, so this can make them seem cold in some ways because they may have certain viewpoints on solutions that won't benefit everybody. It won't benefit everybody. Lord Libra wants everyone to be benefited. Okay, Aquarius may have solutions that won't benefit everyone, but it will benefit the majority. So some people may have to get hurt, or some people may have to go without, so that the majority can be better off. Okay, so they're kind of like the people that will go with the lesser of the two evils. so to speak. Like, well, this may be bad and this may be bad, but we'll go with the lesser one so that more people can be okay than not. And all right, they understand that solutions for the whole require sacrifice on some people's part. All right. So they may choose the lesser of two evils. So just like in an extreme situation, or an extreme example would be like if some people have to die for the rest of us to live. That Aquarius would definitely take that solution. Okay. Like I said, they value innovation and the future outlook. So these people not care much about the good old days and reminiscing, on the past memories. They're not too much for walking down memory lane. They may look to the past only to see what can be done differently now and in the future. Like they look to the past for patterns to see what can be done differently to have a different outcome. All right. They're not too big on reminiscing. They don't care a whole hell of a lot about history. Like it's not valuable to them. It's only valuable in the sense that it can show them how to create a different future. Yeah, they just want to find a more effective way for the progression and the betterment of humanity as a whole, human existence. Let's see. My writing is so sloppy. I was writing this because I just was channeling. It was just coming through. And they also value technological advances because of this, okay? And finding new ways to do things. These are not the type of people that are like, if it's broke, don't fix it. They're not like that. They're always finding ways to be new and improved in themselves and for, the whole, for the collective. So if you want to be in a relationship with an Aquarius Venus, because Venus is the sign of love, okay, so this largely applies to relationships, you must be willing to explore new avenues and new ways of thinking, okay? They probably are not going to do well with somebody, or if you're Aquarius Venus, you're not going to do well with somebody who is stuck in their ways, okay? These people can also overgive and neglect themselves because they value the collective so much, and they may value it more than themselves. So they can tend to like just give stuff away or leave themselves in poverty. Okay, so they do not value material the way maybe Earth sign Venus would. They don't really value material. And it's important to them to have as many connections as possible. Like I said, they do value their network, and they're always meeting new ones. Even though they tend to be loners, they also need large social networks, okay? Especially when it comes to collaborating with others, for ideas. If you're not a people person, you probably won't do well with an Aquarius. Even though they need their time alone, they also enjoy networking and having a large group of friends, okay? And you must be okay with them needing their alone time as well. So you need to be okay with them having a lot of friends, spending time with their friends, and you also need to be okay with them spending their alone time and not like being offended by it. Okay, because as I said, they are the water bearer. They hold everyone's emotions. They hold space for the collective, and they have to recharge on a regular basis. So that's what I got for Venus in Aquarius.